This is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Catch Restaurant in beautiful Key Largo, and it's the week before Christmas. We're coming up, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even Luke over here to my right, and Bill over to my left.
Looks like he's stirring a little bit of bourbon there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, a little hair of the dog.
There you go.
The hair of the dog that bit you on your nuts. This is our Christmas show, and it's also the last day of Hanukkah.
Yes, it is.
We're saying, you
Happy
know what?
Hanukkah.
I'm a Roman Catholic, but you know what? I got to go one time before I die to celebrate a Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights.
There you go.
8 crazy days.
I can hook you up with some people here that still celebrate.
Oh, man, that would be awesome. I have a lot. Well, my brother-in-law is Jewish. My niece is big time. She's a coordinator for AIPAC, the American Israeli Political Action Committee.
There you go.
And I am, and I was in a fraternity that had a large contingent of Jewish people.
There you go.
And I had many female Jewish acquaintances.
Fantastic.
In my life. And
Sabrina, Rachel,
Cheryl's,
Hannah,
yep.
Becca,
Ruth. Yep. I had, and you know what? They're very progressive people.
Sometimes.
As I would. Well, I know sometimes they're very, just like my people. The Irish Catholics, it could be super progressive
and
or
super drunk.
Yeah, super drunk.
I was just about to say.
Well, no. Wait. There are not a lot of drunk Jewish people.
What the hell are you talking about?
There aren't a lot. Okay, I'm attributing a good quality to a group of people, and Jewish people aren't known as being drunks.
This is true.
Okay?
That's because we all get hammered at the house.
You know what? They may. And I had some friends that liked him by too. I had very good friends in my fraternity, and they enjoyed. We had a great time together. But, when we drink 3, they would drink 2, or they would drink 5, and we would drink 7, whatever it is. I don't know how we got on this, but I wanted to talk. It's Christmas week. And
well, that's a good segue because Christmas is always a fantastic time to drink.
It is a great time.
And there's no Muslims at Christmas time, man. They don't go for any of that shit. Then again, they don't
You're
drink.
kind of progressive. Why would you say something like that? What if you're like
because I'm doing the whole fear-monger thing.
Okay. Well, what if you're one of those non-religious Muslims? Like a non-religious Catholic or non-religious Jewish person? Like...
Hell,
all of us.
we had a Christmas tree and menorah.
You were probably, were you Baptist or Methodist? Or
Southern Baptist.
Southern Baptist. Okay, here we go.
We had a Christmas tree Jewish. And a menorah.
Bill's Jewish. I'm Roman Catholic. I think we're all kind of lapsed.
Yeah.
I don't believe in none of that shit anyway. Yeah, the invisible guy in the sky.
Okay. What's a beautiful idea?
Especially Catholics, man. Oh, we'll pray give us money and we'll pray your loved one out of purgatory, which doesn't even exist in the Bible.
Well, no, actually, not. They got rid of purgatory.
Did they?
Yeah, purgatory's gone.
Oops, sorry.
So babies don't, if they weren't baptized, babies don't go to purgatory. But you know what? I'm not here to piss people. I'm not here to piss people off.
1,300 years, pardon us.
I know. Okay. I understand. Hey, it's just
it's
like,
a really good scam,
you know what? To go and say that the Jewish people had the religion earlier, and then the Catholics came along and the Christians came along and did their things. But then again, in baseball, white people played originally, and then when black people were able to join on, they were much better at it. So you can't say new religions are better or not. You know what? We're going to get back and get pissed.
We're going to get in trouble.
We're going to piss some people off.
Already.
We definitely will piss people off. But I wanted to talk about in the beginning about Christmas songs.
Fuck!
I
hate.
I know you can hate them. You can hate them. You can hate them.
Robert Earl Keen, Christmas with the Family.
Okay, hold on a second.
I don't remember that one.
I'm just saying.
Mom got drunk and Dad got drunk at the Christmas party.
Okay, that's at the end of the list.
Okay.
What I was saying, in the beginning of the list,
I'll play it for you later,
used,
Luke.
For Christmas, they used high ideas. They talked about angels and Christ. You had like "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." You had "Silent Night." It's a German song originally, I guess. You had
Herald the Angel.
Harold. Herald,
Herald the angels sang.
A-L-D, Herald. The Herald angels sing. See,
Hey,
and never
Harold,
seen
look.
angels sing.
Harold, look over there. The angels are singing.
Yeah.
Glory to the newborn king. The herald angels, the ones that come with the trumpets and they announce. That's what they're saying, not herald like Harry.
Well,
And then we have O Holy Night. And now, in the last 50, 60, 70 years ago, you had Jingle Bells, Meliki Maka. Remember that one? Meliki Maka or something. Meliki say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas Day. And who sang Rudolph? It was
Burl Ives.
No, before Rudolph was the famous country singer. Oh, okay. No cursing now, Luke.
Oh God,
We got a
kids.
child. Okay, let's not. Oh, we don't have a loud thing. We're not going to curse.
My God,
Oh,
there's
gosh.
children
Really?
at the bar.
Right outside? Are you kidding me? Okay,
Kids don't
that's
pay
good. If you want to
attention
sit in the
anyway.
bar area, that's great. Well, if you sit in the bar area, you're going to
Children,
hear R-rated
unattended
things.
children will be given a line
Okay.
of cocaine and a puppy.
Okay, so they went from the higher ideas of 100 years ago with religious themes of based on Jesus' birth and all that stuff, and then they went to Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town and stuff like that the last 60 years, and then recently we have Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Please don't be drunk for Christmas, Daddy, or Mommy will get mad. What's the one? Okay, that's a smart idea.
Who hung the pecker on the snowman?
Yeah.
Who hung the pecker on the snowman?
Who hung the pecker on the snowman? There we go.
Who bit half the pecker off of the snowman?
Yeah. Oh, they were just reading. They were reading the specials.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a big bar there. Let's bring our 5-year-old in. That's a great idea.
Trust me.
Okay, I'm going to talk about some of my traditions. What we used to do on Christmas Eve. As children, we'd watch. They'd have all the specials on. It'd be Santa Claus is coming. I was born in 1963. We're all around the same age.
Yeah. So you got Frosty and
Frosty,
Rudolph
Santa
and
Claus
all
coming
the,
down, Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer. They played the last couple nights.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown, that's a great one. Charlie Brown,
Christmas.
Christmas.
Do you
there were
remember?
the House Without a Christmas Tree? Do you remember that one?
No, I'm thinking even weirder.
That was with Jason Robards, who was the father.
The David Bowie Perry Como.
Not Perry Como.
No.
It was.
Who was that?
Come on, Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Bing
And,
Crosby. They sang
Little Drummer Boy.
Little Drummer Boy. Peace on earth, good. Can you do that one?
I still laugh to this day watching Bing look at.
And then
look over at
Bing
David
had
Bowie
his
going, what the
sweater
hell are
on.
you
Come
doing,
on
boy?
there, Henry. Henry Menendez
There's Henry.
is here. Enrique.
What's happening, man?
Yeah. The man's a good friend, amigo. There we go. It's Henry
Hang on,
Menendez.
Henry. Let me
Guess
turn
it's
you
gonna
on
be.
here.
Yeah.
There you go. Say hi now.
How you doing, guys?
We were
There
just
you
talking
go.
about our Christmas traditions, and on Christmas Eve, we would watch all the shows that were leading up. I think we had Frosty Snowman, Santa Claus is coming to town. This was way before. It was before you were born, Henry. I was born in '63, so this was 70, 71. I mean, we really believed in that when you saw. I mean, I like this. This is I marked the explicit checkpoint on that the checkbox because there won't be any kids. I will not ruin the Christmas. If their kids are listening to this, then you're horrible parents. You are horrible parents, and if because we believe that there was a Santa, and we were waiting for it, and we worked hard to go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
We
Nobody wanted to put their head
thought
down.
I never got into that. Dawn, have a Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Did I say how beautiful you looked? Yes.
Yes, you did. On a spiritual level.
On a spiritual level, and she was really nice.
See, now you know why the Muslims make their women cover up.
Yes, that's
There
right.
you go.
So we would.
And they don't drink
forcibly-
either.
We would
Shit,
forcibly.
I'd strap on a suicide bomb, too, if I could drink and jerk off.
Wait, I missed this. I have headphones on. I missed what he said. What did he say?
He'd
I was just staring.
If he couldn't drink, he'd strap on a suicide bomb too.
Oh,
Well, if he couldn't look at women and jerk off and get drunk once in a while, what the fuck good his life anyway?
Merry Christmas, Luke. Merry Christmas. What a number. Kaboom. Really? That would be...
Seriously, that's what makes
I
people
never
radical,
really
man.
considered that I would put myself in that. I would be one of those refugees. They were like this. And what? Okay, that's for another show.
Yeah.
Why would you
Non-sequiturs.
submit? Why? I mean, I think Islam means submission. I think the literal translation means to submit your will.
Yeah,
It's called,
okay.
we're going to torture your stupid ass because you believe in this crap.
I know
anyway.
what. But wait a second. All of our religions did that to people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Most
the
religions
Catholics did
do.
it with the Inquisition. I mean, I'm sure Jewish people do
I mean,
it.
hell, if we're gonna make fun of religions, let's find like Scientology.
Wait, okay, I'm going to go and talk about that. Xenu.
That's
They don't have
that's
a-
insanity, man. That's not.
I
even
know. Wait,
religion.
whoa. Wait a second.
Okay.
Insanity?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
no,
ever
we got
seen
people that live in this
Scientologists?
state live in this state that believe that humans coexisted with dinosaurs, and they're Christians. Believer.
Oh yeah, those are real stupid people, man. Those
I know, but they
poor
believe
pathetic
that
fucks, man.
all
And
those things we see around us are 6,000. So they don't believe in carbon dating. They don't believe.
Good plan.
And any of those stars that we're seeing on the Hubble in the Hubble telescope, billions of light
that's a
years
twinkling
away
light.
that went supernova. That's not happening. And we have people that exist today that believe that there's a flat Earth.
Yeah, that's
A flat Earth.
That's
Why
more in
would you make
jest.
fun of a child who doesn't believe in Santa? When
No,
you
we're not-
have
we're not
people
making
that
fun of
believe,
kids.
No. I'm talking about it. When we make fun of flat earthers, there's flat earthers out there that believe that we are
because they're
flat.
fucking morons.
And then,
Yeah, that's a statement. That's like the flying spaghetti monster guys.
What?
That's like the flying spaghetti monster guys. It's a statement.
Who's that flying spaghetti
You
monster?
have no
I'm
idea
interested to
who
hear
the
this
flying
one.
spaghetti monster is?
I never heard that one. Have you heard that?
I'm not familiar with
That's
the
okay.
flying
Well,
spaghetti.
Go do some homework and we'll talk about that
Okay,
next
I want to
show.
hear that sometime. Okay, we did talk. Okay, this is the Flat Earth Society and stuff like that. So why would it be crazy to believe in Santa Claus if you could believe that the Earth is flat?
Hell, I believe in Santa Claus.
That's metaphysical, I bet. I bet that's a metaphysical
That is
idea.
a metaphysical idea.
That Santa Claus is the idea of people giving.
I believe that all the organized religions picked up all the good pagan holidays and went, hey, guys, we're going to let you drink, but you're going to have to praise whoever now. We're going to set the pine tree on fire and get drunk, and we're going to go praise this guy instead of praise that guy. And everybody was right on board with
okay,
that.
right now we got Christmas to work with, and if we take the best ideas of Christmas, which is giving, and I think maybe embodiment.
So Santa Claus is an American figure, right? We also have to
actually,
realize
there's
that.
There's German
now
influence
I-
in Turkey. In Turkey, actually,
But
it
that's
was Kris
very
Kringle was
recent.
Turkey
It's very
from
recent.
the
It's actually
first
been
century A.D. There was a
Not that
bishop.
recent.
There was a
Huh?
bishop.
Not that
There was a
recent.
bishop.
Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas is attributed from a area of Turkey.
but that's not Santa. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
it is.
no, it's attributed.
Santa Claus.
No, Saint Nick, and
Saint
they made their transition.
Yeah, I get it now.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's the
Old
winter
Saint Nick.
solstice thing, and there's, you know what? Let it be told, there won't be a lot of religious people listening to us.
I doubt it.
They don't. Their idea of having a good time would not be drinking, talking about how mentholated powder stings your balls. That's what we talked about yesterday. Or
Don't screw
Luke
up and
talking
get the wrong
about
gold
getting a
bond powder,
blowjob
man.
from a grocery clerk, right?
Damn, I missed that one.
I just made it up.
Okay.
I was trying to go
A
back.
female grocery clerk.
He was believing you too. Look at his face.
He goes
He's
like,
like,
did I
say
get a
that?"
blowjob from a female grocery clerk? Luke's going, hey, I don't remember that a lot. Yeah.
I did wake up behind the OV early this morning.
Not recently. I'm just saying
No, that was recently. That was
we
this morning.
pretty much precluded those groups of people from us. And what we created a tradition, and I loved that. The perfect idea of Christmas, of giving of yourself. There's a story from O. Henry. And this is where I get sentimental. You know the story, the Christmas gift?
Yeah, the Christmas gift. No,
I don't know what it's called.
The gift of the Magi.
The gift of the Magi.
Gift of
you
the
remember
Magi.
that short story?
My God, college
paraphrase
education
it.
has come and useful for one
Let me
damn
paraphrase
thing.
this. They're in New York, right? They're a poor couple.
Somewhere
They're in an urban setting
industrial.
in the late 1800s. And it's a young married couple. They're very meager existence. And among their prized possessions, the wife has this beautiful, long, flowing hair. And the husband has, what does he have?
Pocket watch.
A pocket
Gorgeous
watch, a gorgeous
pocket
pocket
watch.
watch, given to him from his father or grandfather or something like that. And they have nothing to give to each other. And they say, the husband gets, he sells the pocket watch to get a beautiful silver comb for his wife. Tortoiseshell, whatever.
Tortoiseshell.
Oh, I didn't
Get it
paraphrase
right.
it. The idea, it doesn't matter. It's the imagery behind it. And
she gets her hair cut
she
off.
gets her hair cut off to get a beautiful fob for his pocket watch. And then once they exchanged it, they realized, no, but once they gave it, it wasn't the idea that gift was great. It was that what it meant to each people, what they were willing to
That they were
sacrifice
willing
to
to
each
give
other,
up everything
which
for
is
the other.
idea, the basic idea for Christmas. Forget about all the bullshit when you talk about Santa and the reindeer
I'd be
and all that
madder than a
stuff.
wedding if my old lady cut her hair off. I love her fucking long hair. Like, you short-haired bitch, get the fuck out.
Oh, wait a second. We're going to do this again because I told you that somebody
We're gonna check- we're gonna go check with Kim to see how that
in the
works.
first Star Trek movie was V'ger. Remember the V'ger?
Oh, yeah.
She was hot.
Yeah, if you put a wig on her.
No wig. They're just I appreciate the woman as she is.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate her, but put a wig on her, and I'll be.
Oh man,
I'll get
that's
the
how
motor
you-
running.
That's where you get
I wonder
wrapped
if
up in the
her,
frills and all that stuff.
her bald head matches her.
Okay, guys. I
drapes
swear to
match the
God,
carpet?
that's where you're going down. You're going down that dark and lonely road where a transvestite could be your girlfriend because she has nice hair
no,
and a
I'll-
nice dress. Oh, not that. I don't care. Well, the penis area
If
is the
there's-
last thing you look
Hey,
at when you go into town.
Oh hell no! If there's ever any
Oh,
doubt, I
come
will
on.
crocodile Dundee
Hey, when you
that
bend them
motherfucker.
over, one hole's as good as the other.
There you go. Luke did it.
There
See,
you
you
go.
go. One hole as good as the other.
Nope. Hell,
Not necessarily, man.
I
There's-
probably have.
I spent a bunch of time playing down in. Damn. I spent a bunch of time playing down in Key West. I am not ashamed to crocodile Dundee
Don't
somebody.
be homophobic.
I'm not homophobic. I'm just don't
Don't
want the
be
extra
homophobic.
wrong.
We're just talking about beautiful
I don't
Christmas
want the
idea
wrong
of
plumbing down
giving
there.
the gift of love and sacrifice.
They always say
There you
charity
go.
begins at home.
Okay, what does that mean to you?
That the wife's going to give me some pussy.
Oh, okay, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful Christmas idea. Thank you for that.
I'm a
Wait till I
romantic
swallow my
motherfucker,
beer
man.
next time.
Oh,
I
wait,
almost
here we
sprayed
go.
the
What are they
laptop.
singing right now? Sleep in heavenly peace.
Sleep in heavenly
Silent
peace.
night. They're singing.
Hey, you want to sleep in heavenly peace? Give me a heavenly peace, and I'll leave you be.
Really?
Yeah, peace and quiet. Give me
There.
peace, and I'll be quiet.
I'll fall asleep wishing you were a six pack and a pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can carry a girl like a six-pack.
Okay, well, we're going to go back to the
Or bowling
traditions.
ball.
Let's go back to
Or a
traditions.
bowling ball.
Let's go back to the traditions. Now, I'll talk about my tradition. You talk about your tradition.
Bah, humbug.
We watch Santa Claus coming down, all those things, and we force ourselves to go to sleep. And then we get up in the morning, and my family was. My father was an enlisted man in the Navy. My mom was a waitress. And they put out so many gifts. I am ashamed that we were such a consumer society. This is back in 1970 that they put out all these gifts for us. And then we had these stuffed stockings. They must have worked their asses off for months to be able to
Probably.
afford these things.
In the 70s?
In the
Ungrateful
70s.
Back
bastards.
then, man, your money went a lot further than it does now.
Dad, my father in the military, as an enlisted man in
Yeah.
the Navy, he did not make a lot of money.
You did not.
Did not make a lot of money.
Well, it depends what you were
and
doing.
My mom
My mom was a school
and
teacher,
in the 70s.
so-
I know.
Still
but
doesn't
I
matter.
know. But you know
Dealing
what?
drugs, you made a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
They gave so much. And then you go to your grandparents' house, and then you got a load of shit from them. Stockings. I mean, stockings, man. The stockings used to be with one grandmother. I get like an orange, an apple, a toothbrush. There could be a little matchbox in
Set
there,
of
some other
underwear.
things. Toothbrushes, socks, underwear, and then that was great. Actually, you got all these toys from mom and dad and stocking stuff with
We
them. That
never
was
had
good.
healthy
You go to
food
the
at
other
Christmas
one,
time.
and then my other grandmother, I'd get a couple gifts from her, and she had like 25 kids. How the hell did she buy any of the gifts for them? To get gifts for us, so it was like an explosion. We were spoiled. And we were definitely
go.
lower middle class, and we were spoiled.
Making
I think,
up
like they
hard
said,
time,
money,
man.
It was
money went a
amazing.
lot further. Money went a lot
I was
further.
amazing.
It really did.
It was amazing to be spoiled at that time, and I do appreciate it. But it didn't teach me giving. It taught me receiving. There's my friend Tony and Jackie.
Hi, guys.
And I won't say their other names because that is amazing. I was just
Were you?
yeah. Okay.
Hey, doesn't he represent the ghost of Christmas past?
Past? which one?
No, he's the ghost of Christmas present.
There you go.
You know, Tony. Tony is much more jovial person than I said. He embodies. If I look at Tony, someone wouldn't always think of a somber person. He's much more jovial than he appears. I'll tell you
There
that.
you go.
He's a very easygoing person. He
really
does.
is,
He puts
yeah.
up with love. He puts up with love. I appreciate it. I did a podcast with him yesterday on his online. He does an online gaming called Entropia Universe, and I sat down and did a simulcast at the same time. And I was sitting on a chair, and we were lining up and stuff. We're 3 minutes into my podcast, his broadband cast, and I shut down the whole service that he was doing. Not the whole universe. Did you want to get on there? Here, Tony, come over here. We got an extra mic here. This is funny as hell.
So have we decided Ghost of Christmas
I'm
past,
going
present, or future?
we decided we're going to go and do. I'm going to do a talk show within an online game.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Every Tuesday, that's what we're looking at trying to
Yeah,
do.
and a talk show with avatars meeting on top of it. Besides it, it's going to be Keys bartender. I guess Entropia Universe.
Why not virtual
edition.
keys bartender?
Well, we're inside Entropia.
It's virtual, so that works.
I can call it that. I can go Entropia Keys bartender virtual podcast or virtual show or whatever. I want to be able to.
It's actually funny because we were looking at a section in the game because they have bars in the game.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can do my entire podcast from here. And I was like, all we got to do is get you an avatar. Yep, you can set up right here, have
I
everybody
think you
come
should
around.
be a penis avatar. Use
Oh,
a penis
God
as
damn
an
it.
avatar.
Fucking that. So it's always I'm a fucking penis or something like that. I've been called a dick before. I'm
Have you
more of
been
an
called a
asshole.
dick with ears?
Yeah, a dick with ears. I've been called that. Yeah, you're
Dick
right.
with ears?
I love you, Luke, man. There's nothing I can do to hate Luke. What are you doing, man? Oh, you got me under your spell, you winter warlock motherfucker.
I'm supposed to have to go to
Oh,
work.
you're
as I
such a
walked
good.
into
No,
this,
you're good. You're
what
a good
was the
person. man.
title
You know I
of
love
this
you.
operation
that's all
today?
good,
What was
brother.
this
Are you
bartender?
leaving?
Yeah, I
No,
have
just
to go.
Are you
Here at the
playing here
bar.
this weekend?
I
Yes,
think
I'll be
it
here
has to do
Saturday
with
night.
Christmas.
I'm working Saturday night. I'm your bartender Saturday night.
We've been talking
Okay,
about
you and I,
Saint
man,
Nick
I'm gonna
and
shout
where he
the
came
loudest
from.
for you,
and
brother. You know
we
that.
just keep on sidetracking.
We're gonna have a good
that's
time.
hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, the regular guy's back.
Tony was there. Hey, I love. Yep. That's the guy, Tony, that did that
I know.
Entropia
Yeah.
thing.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
no,
You
he's
can
awesome.
Take your time.
No, we're going to. Listen, we're going to be cross doing it. Hello. How are you? Merry Christmas. And Luke, you're going. Where are you playing tonight?
The Pilot House is
Pilot
always
House?
on Wednesday.
Sound enthusiast, the Pilot House. Hey, we're at the Pilot House Wednesday night.
the
It's
fucking
local
Pilot House.
appreciation night at the Pilot House. You
He
guys
said,
all
no,
need
he said
to
the fucking Pilot House.
We all need to come by.
If you Google the fucking Pilot House, it will not show up.
But actually, if you go on their...
If you're talking about fucking at the Pilot House, it goes to their webcam
If you go to the,
and it shows people in the Jeep, right?
if you go to the glassbottombar.com,
glassbottombar.
you can look and watch the band on the...
And
they
you
have
look
a
up
stage
people's
camera.
skirt? You got people...
No, but you can look down their tops if a girl's
Look at their
wiping
tops.
off. Yeah.
How about the bathroom cam?
I don't know if they got one of those or not.
No, they don't have one, Luke. You work there. They don't have one.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a bathroom cam.
Well, Mark's running it now, so they don't.
They don't. They don't have a bathroom cam. They
6 years.
they
6 years ago, man. I don't know.
Well, you know what? A lot of people did have bathroom cams. You know that?
Yeah.
Last thing I want to see.
You know what? That is not something. I don't want to see women.
I don't want to watch a girl pee or poo.
I know.
That just
I don't
ruins
want
it, man.
Well, I don't want
That's a completely different fetish that I'm just not into.
No. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging people's weirdness and stuff like that. But I don't think seeing a woman naked, unbeknownst to them, is sexy.
No.
I'd rather them know and look right at you.
We need a little bit of
And
audience
talk to you.
participation.
Yeah,
Thank
talk
you.
to me while you're doing that. I want to see it. I don't necessarily want to see it on a
I
cam.
don't want to smell it, that's for sure.
So you don't go to Sushi
damn.
Nami or anything like that?
No, we're talking about the number 2. Lighten up that thing.
Oh, really? Oh, you're talking about that?
Well, yeah, you know.
Dude, I mean, hell,
That's called a cartographist.
I can light up
You
a
know
room,
that?
and
You
I'm
ever
sure
heard
a
that?
woman
A
can too.
cartographist. It's a person that eats shit, poopy. Okay, I was going to sugarcoat it, but you didn't eat shit. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Consume
yeah.
defecation and expire.
Man, there's no way.
No,
It's another
I'll
you
tell
shouldn't
ya,
die. You know?
There's nothing Luke. I ain't going to find a day. There's nothing Luke could say that would ever piss me off or dislike this guy. He's like the happiest man in the world. I am amazed.
I bet
It's
he
your
wasn't that
delivery.
happy about
It's
4
your
o'clock this
delivery.
morning.
It has to be your delivery, Luke. It's always with love.
I think it's his cowboy hat.
Could be.
I don't know, man. He's never mean-spirited, this guy.
Oh.
Luke, you make me want to be a better man.
A butter man.
That's as good as he gets.
There you go.
I love him, man.
All
And,
right,
Luke,
then.
and you know what? You and Bill and Henry are 3 people I'm really happy with. I know in this year. Not that I
thank you.
met in this year. I met you guys long before that, but I'm really happy to know you. Yeah, it's
Hey,
great.
thanks
I
for
want to say
letting us
that during
hang out
Christmas.
on your
Let you hang
thing,
out.
man.
You're- Well, I'm not going to go. Hey, listen, this is
On
pretty
your
much
show, man.
This is pretty much as far as I'm going to go right here. Maybe down the marathon, and maybe
That's
down
still
to
a hell of a
Stock
drive.
Island if I'm not lucky.
Big Pine Key, man.
Big Pine
Oh
Key.
man, we
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
go hang out with the Piners one time.
Oh really? With Captain Josh.
Piners. Oh yeah, we'll go down and hang out with Captain
With
Josh
his-
and the rest of the Piners down there.
Does he have a puppet?
No,
Does he have puppets?
He
Who
doesn't
has
have
a
a puppet.
puppet?
I have
shit,
no
there you
idea
go.
who's going. You got to go, man. Luke,
Okay.
have fun at the Pilot
Okay.
House. Good seeing you, Chief.
Good luck, Luke. See you next week.
Brother, I love you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, I'll see you
Happy
Saturday night.
Hanukkah.
Hey, and Sunday. Where are you playing Sunday at?
He has no idea. He's got to go look at
If
his
not, come
calendar.
in. I'm working Sunday night. I'm working Christmas Eve. Hey, folks, I'm probably going to do a live. I'm going to set up my mic, and we'll do a live Christmas Eve show. I'll try to set up the mic in the middle, and
There you go.
Yeah, I'll try to set it up. I think I can set up my mic with that and do a live streaming podcast on
Where?
Christmas
Here?
Eve. Here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm working.
We'll try.
Might as well do it. We'll do it at 8 o'clock.
A.M.?
And what?
A.M.? 8 o'clock a.m.?
Oh, no.
Are you
The
kidding?
Eve is evening. Eve
You
is
guys are
after
open
6.
Christmas Eve?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
What is that? Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Monday's Christmas.
Okay.
Monday, I am having the hello. Monday, I'm having the in-laws over. Their grandchildren.
There's a good excuse to drink.
Well, I got to cook, so I got to make some bread. I'm going to make. I think tomorrow night I got to make a bunch of banana bread. I want to
Oh,
make
that'll
some
be
banana
fun.
bread. I want to make it. Well, I want to make it for some of our customers.
There you
and all
go.
That stuff. We'll make a bunch of banana bread and all that stuff. And I'll tell you.
I
When I
actually-
say if you don't get whether. Okay, this is the thing about religion. It's faith. And you cannot discuss faith with people because that's a personal idea. But the meaning behind things like Christmas, the
Come
meaning.
on, it's a George Michael song.
Is this it right now?
No, it's a George Michael song. You got to have faith.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Last Christmas. I would say to me Last Christmas. But the meaning behind it, giving of yourself. And I remember going to a Christmas Eve Mass in Philadelphia. And I'm going to tell us a brief story here.
Go on.
And,
you tell your story. I'm going to go get
in
a beer.
1942, America was in the depths of World War II. And we were training, they were getting all the soldiers ready for combat in Europe and North Africa and the Pacific. And what happened was that they're training very hard. We had a minimal armed forces since a couple months before, on December 7th. It was a year before, on December 7th, that the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor and America entered World War II. And there was a long lead time in getting their armed forces up to speed. And there was a lot of training going on. And President Franklin Roosevelt, in late December, it was the 22nd or 23rd, was approached by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, George Marshall, who became the Secretary of State under Truman, to give a pass, that every 72-hour pass, just a short notice pass. This way, because they figured there was no plans for invasion of the United States and stuff like that. So he gave, President Roosevelt signed a short-term pass for all the forces that were in the United States training. And there was one fellow in the Army was leaving his training camp, and he got into 30th Street Station on Christmas Eve night, at nighttime at 8 o'clock, let's say, and that's the main train station in Philadelphia. And he got on public transportation, and he's looking for stores so he could buy. He's going home, and his mother, he wanted to get a gift for. And he's looking and looking. It's 8 o'clock at night. It's getting later. No stores are open. Christmas Eve. And he sees a mailbox, and it has a big red bow on it. And he gets an idea. So he knocks on the door. He gets to his home, and he knocks on the door. His mom opens the door, and she finds her son, who she hasn't seen. He knows he's going to be fighting in a war shortly, standing in front of her with a big red bow on him.
Wow.
And she cries and lets him in. And it was according to this story, it was the most wonderful Christmas for this family.
I'm sure it was.
And the priest that told this story, and he told it from Tom Brokaw's book, The Greatest Generation. The greatest gift you can give during Christmas is the gift of yourself. And we did that in Rotary. I think that was our year last year, was the be a gift to the world. Be a gift to the world. And the greatest gift. But in this story, in this sermon, this great priest, I'm telling you, this was in an old church. And when he told this was it wasn't as old as it could be, but it was an 80-year-old church in Philadelphia. And there was a candlelight vigil. And he tells his sermon, Father Joe told this sermon. It was the best sermon I've ever seen. I'm a cafeteria Catholic. And he had me in tears. This is the idea of Christmas. Whether you believe in, whether you call it mythology, faith, or whatever it is, it was a beautiful idea of giving the gift of self for Christmas. And that's what we do. And that's what it's about. It's not just Santa giving gifts to people. It's not that people just, oh, give me. It's giving. Being happy with what you get, being happy in giving.
There you go.
I don't even necessarily know. And then being joyous and being with the people you love. And that may not sound like a Keys bartender idea.
Oh, no,
we're
that's
in the tropics right
fantastic-
now, and
that's a
it is
fantastic-
tepid.
I think so too. I mean,
Oh, that's a
I
fantastic
think it
idea.
definitely points to a different spot that in people's hearts that people don't know even sometimes they have.
Yeah.
And yeah, I say a lot of shit sometimes that sounds callous and cold. But in this cold and callous world, each one of us can be a force to reckon with. To be that person, to be that source. When you give to someone, and in all the best stories, in A Christmas Carol, in Scrooge, Love Actually, name a Christmas story you want to eat.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
I know.
When he's running up with the pink elephant.
I know.
He's running up with the pink elephant. And Billy Bob Thornton's getting
Billy
shot
Bob
up.
Thornton.
He's getting shot up to get that pink elephant up to that fat little kid.
He redeems himself completely.
I loved him. It was a beautiful ending to A Christmas Story. All the cursing and all the anal sex and all
Yeah,
that
I know.
stuff. But in the end,
he
it was
redeems
giving.
himself completely.
Yeah, and it's about giving.
Which is a big feel-good moment for everybody. Oh.
No, but giving whether you're... Okay, listen, whether you believe... That's a nice tenet of almost any religion, say giving. Being able to give. Give unto yourself. Give to someone else and care for someone. Let's care for each other. I mean, that is a beautiful idea. So why can't we... I mean, we'll make it whatever you want it to be. We'll hold fast to these truths that giving is better than receiving. And that's a tenet I remember as a tenet of the way I was raised in the Catholic faith. And I know the Baptists and I know Jewish people are the same way. About charity.
Until you get to early adulthood, and then it all runs down the shitter.
That's a bullshit. I know that's that bullshit of growing older and being realist and getting your own and all that stuff.
That's when everybody just gets drunk and fights and leaves and runs away.
I know it's a little hard that way. I understand that. I do find it hard that we have to deal with the realism of being an adult. But I mean, for one day a year, we can hold ourselves to a higher standard, where we have to behave better and think of higher thoughts of giving. When it remember what Jerry Lewis used to say at the MS
I remember what
marathon?
Mom used to say.
Give it till it hurts.
There won't be any gunplay at dinner tonight.
What? Okay. Well, I'll tell you. On Christmas, this is what I'm going to do. Well, I got to... actually, I look forward... I love working on Christmas. I love seeing my regular customers. I love seeing my friends.
Will you be here on Christmas Day?
I'm going to be here on Christmas Eve.
Oh, what
I'm going
about
to do something
Christmas Day?
special.
No, they're
Well, Christmas
closed
Day, I'm
Christmas
going to be cooking at home.
Oh, okay.
We're not open. If it was, I probably would have been open. And
No,
I would have. What I would have
Kathy's a
done,
firm
I would
believer
have
that you
set
guys
my
need to be home.
26th up as the Tuesday would have been my Christmas Day, because a day is a day.
exactly.
Whatever you hold it up as an example, my father always said. My father, Jim Horan Jr., says, I'm thinking about doing a Christmas a week later. We can get better deals on Christmas trees and all
There
that
you
stuff.
go.
And they go, Dad was not a. Dad has never been a stingy person. Dad, oh my God, my father held fast to the stereotypes you'd hear of maybe someone of the Hebrew faith. But my father was very warm and loving. And my Jewish in-laws, and I call them my Jewish in-laws because of my brothers.
They're all
my
warm
brothers,
and loving.
they loved coming over our house for Christmas. We had our Jewish in-laws came over on Christmas. They never really celebrated Passover and stuff like that, which I really missed. I missed out on Passover because I would have been like, holy shit, let's do it. I wanted to one day to be, and we'll talk about
you really
Passover.
don't.
I wanted to be the young one to read, why do we eat of these bitter fruits and vegetables? and wear that thing. And I wanted to be little Jewish boy. But no, I couldn't do it. Oh, it's sad. But I would have loved it. I would have loved it, and I appreciated it, and I in my fraternity. When I put up the Christmas tree, I don't know where the hell someone laid a Christmas tree up against our fraternity house. I took it in our house and put it up in my my room in my fraternity. And I had 3 Jewish. We had a big room. We had there were 4 of us in it, 4 bunk beds.
Dude,
in a
I
big
would have
room.
decorated that thing with
And
stars
and they loved it. No, they put
it's
the regular.
fantastic.
They put
Balls,
regular. They put
everything.
balls up. They made the thing. They
we never get to do this shit
They
when we were kids.
they decorated the tree before I did. They were buying lights and all that stuff. And I told the guys, I said, listen, why don't you come over? We're doing Christmas. You're welcome to come over to my house for Christmas if you're in town for Christmas. And my friend Kevin Richardson came over. Mike Hunn from Warminster. He was my one of my older fraternity brothers. He came over and he stayed over for Christmas. Had a great time. We sat and they loved this stuff.
My first Christmas was in Great Mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, Great Mistakes Training Command? Mm-hmm. I thought it was the best goddamn thing ever.
Great Lakes. Yep.
We had a Christmas party. There was a Christmas tree. It was fantastic.
Well, we weren't that religious, you know. I was the only one that went to church, really. And my fraternity brothers, my Jewish fraternity brothers, were over, and I said, "Well, I'm not going to leave them on that day." And we're hanging out. We're having a great time. I said, "We're going to celebrate the." The secular aspects of Christmas, the non-religious parts of it, and they had a great time.
We're going to get the eggnog and the bourbon. We're going to have a good old time.
They enjoyed the food, the pumpkin pie, and we incorporated cherry pie too because I always loved cherry pie.
There you go.
And we had prime rib, and we had turkey, and all that stuff.
I always actually make the traditional mincemeat pies. I know Kathy.
Oh my God, that's so funny that you make the mincemeat. Bill makes a great mincemeat pie, and that's a Christian thing, isn't it?
That is a Christian thing. Actually,
I mean, that's more Christian than we did. And Bill's Jewish, and he made a great mincemeat pie.
The funny thing about that is I lived up in northern England, up in Scotland for several years, and got very accustomed to those around Christmas season.
Yeah.
And I moved back down here, and I couldn't find a good one. All the canned mincemeat and bottled mincemeat down here is just horrible.
I'll tell you, Bill, I had that mincemeat
own
pie. I'll tell you, that was one of the spiciest ones, but it was also one of the tastiest ones.
I love doing those.
A mincemeat, and then I think that's the way traditionally it should be, because you shouldn't have to eat a lot of it to enjoy it.
No.
Because dessert should be managed in a smaller portion. And I'll tell you,
it's
with
got
a
enough
cup
taste
of
when you get a
coffee
sliver.
or tea, it's that mincemeat pie that he made was the best I ever had. You should have, but no one's ever tried my grandmother's. I don't know how I can reverse engineer her shoe fly pie, a molasses pie. She was Pennsylvania.
So do you know how to make that pie?
No, I don't. I can't make.
Actually,
I've been able to do her. I figured out her chicken and dumpling, some of her apple pie, but you know what? Psychologists have said that taste and sounds are some of the most endearing or longest lasting memories that we have, and that my grandmother's shoe fly pie, and I'm getting hungry when I'm thinking of this now. Her prime rib, and I love my grandmother Haran. I love my grandmother Walchek. And they were both. It was funny. I'm half Irish, but I have my Pennsylvania German grandmother, and Grandma Walchek. That's her married name. She was all Irish. She married a Hungarian, I got all the warmth to my grandmother, but my grandmother Haran, who wasn't on the surface you think warm, she sent all her warmth into her cooking. That was her love came in through her cooking.
That's cool.
And it said she went and poured it into it, and it
put it right in there, made it happen.
And she thank God I missed my grandma Walchik wasn't there for my wedding, but my grandma Haran, who worried about me dying single, was there for my wedding. I think I got married for her.
I was so happy when my sister got married.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, yay, I'm done.
Yeah, I was right when because you had to be.
No, somebody had to get married, and I'm so
My
glad
brother
my
has
sister
a son
stepped up
and a daughter, and my sister has 2 daughters. But now
she's
I have
got
a
2
daughter. So
she has 2 fine children. My mother is super happy that she has 2 grandchildren to spoil rotten.
I
Of course,
think
now
you know
they're
what.
now they're young adults, and she still spoils them rotten. But
Yeah. I think this is our Christmas show. This is what we started talking about, things we're appreciating. And I really do appreciate that our friends showed up, and we talked about this stuff.
yep.
And the next time,
You know,
what?
if we're going to talk about things that we appreciate, and you should appreciate this too, the fact that our wives put up with our shit.
Oh, my God. Oh, yes. Are you correct, Bill?
No.
Oh, yeah. They do. And you know what?
And just a phenomenal job of putting up. You know, I'm
my
a
wife
musician by
Abby
trade.
is such a
Jim's
sweetheart.
a bartender.
Sandy puts up with. He's a musician.
Our hours are always screwed
you know
up.
what's funny?
We're working
I
opposite
got
stuff.
about 2 foot of wood, and when I say 2 foot of wood, I'm talking about the bar in between me and most of the customers.
Yeah.
But Bill gets a lot of attention from some of these ladies and stuff like that. I'm not saying. Wait, I don't want to get you in trouble. Am I getting you in trouble?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We both get attention, I guess.
Yeah, and she sees us all the time, and she's like, I
Luckily,
know.
we're in.
You need
we're
to go
in,
work the room
we're
and
in
make
family.
the tips.
We're in family. We work in family areas and stuff like that, and I guess we're living longer because we're older now. I mean, if we were in our 40s, we could be. I don't know, man. If I was 40 and you were 40. Or you would have been 39, right? And we would be in trouble probably because we'd have a lot more energy. We'd probably be running around.
Dude, I'm still in trouble.
No, what I mean is that our energy level, where we make our decisions to go different places.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, just the way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I would have been.
10 years ago, she would have given me the boot a long time ago.
Oh yeah, the same thing with me. Oh my God, you kidding me? Me 10
I
years ago?
I would have got the foot in the ass and get the hell on out the door, boy. That's
a 44-year-old Jim? No. I know. 44-year-old Jim was much like the 24-year-old Jim. Which a lot more skills. A lot more skills.
Dude, it's
which
like
is scary.
You know, I always laugh because when I went to college, I had just gotten out of the military.
Yeah.
And I'm up against all these little 18, 19-year-old guys coming out of high school. I'm like, dude, here, let me show you how this works. Mm-hmm. Just step aside. Let me pick up these 2 over here, and you can take whatever. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's like going, okay, Jim, what do? You smile, engage in fun conversation, and invite him over to where you're sitting. Wow, that's amazing. They thought I was like, they thought I had superpowers. You're entrancing them with your magic, Jim. The magic. Okay, well, this is it. This is our Christmas show. Next week, we're going to be doing our New Year's Eve show. We're going to be thinking I think we should do next year. We should think about what we're thankful for the next year. And what we're thankful for in the past year, and maybe what we hope for in the next year.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be good.
We're going to commit to
the same
next
thing
year.
every year.
What?
As a New Year's resolution.
We can commit. We can make commitments. We can make a commitment. Make at least one firm commitment. If you make more, that's up to you. Oh, there's little shooters there.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I'm big shooter.
Big shooter.
Good to see you.
Big
I
shooter,
love this guy.
shooter.
You know what? You're very supportive. I like it. I know. Look at that. What's that with that finger going on there?
Is beating the Phillies
Watch
up?
that.
Yes, they
yeah.
are. The Phillies might actually do really well this year.
They're the Eagles.
Eagles. Phillies, whatever.
Phillies are a baseball team.
Damn, whatever.
They won the World Series back in 2008. Well, we don't know. You know what? I said before, and I say it again. I said early in the season, I think I said on a podcast, I'd be happy if they went 8-8. So I'm ecstatic they are where they are.
There you go.
And that's where I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to live my life in gratefulness and happiness for my friends, these loving people I know.
Hell, I'm super happy. We
Bill,
got
Henry, Tony, Jackie, Ray,
Luke.
Luke. I love Luke. Luke's gone. Sean, Kathy, Tracy, all my friends here. I love them. And my wife, Abby, my daughter, Sky, my dad, my mother, my stepmother, my sisters, my brother, my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-law, my nieces, nephews.
Rotarians.
I love them. Rotarians. I love everyone, and I'm very lucky for that. And I guess that's my thankful thing I'm going to do. And I'll do it again. I'll repeat all
you
that
be
stuff
thankful
again.
for everything.
I do. And I'm thankful for good thoughts and good ideas and just warm feelings. What do you have there?
Hell, I'm thankful I can still get up in the morning and take a piss.
Okay, well, that's kind of minimalistic. Well, it's a low bar to have to reach.
It is a low bar.
Hey, there we go.
Hell, every morning I get out of bed's a blessing for me.
How about you, Henry?
I'm thankful for life.
Life? Oh, be existing. To be alive.
There you
Be
go.
alive.
That's pretty much.
That's a good bar.
That's
I
a
wouldn't
much
call it
nicer
a low
version
bar.
of mine.
I just had a nicer way of saying it.
Yes,
Oh,
you
okay,
did.
that's a beautiful thing. And you know what? We're going to be talking a lot. I mean, I'm be happy to promote. We'll be promoting that. And listen, I started a Patreon page for Keys Bartender.
There you go.
For if you want to support it, and I'm going to start providing individual content for people and special content for people that want to patronize.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Keys Bartender. And
That's kinda
we'll be
scary.
we'll be able to go places. I want to be able to, my idea right now, I'd like to get a sponsor and get sponsors when I am definitely going in August or July, we're going to Poland. I'd like to be able to fund that, to bring Bill with me and Sandy with us when we go. And we fund it and pay for that so we can go and do this.
You'll never get Sandy off for a week.
We'll pay for it. I'll ask patrons to do it.
Okay.
I can't get her away. I mean, I replace her income.
No, it's not even the income thing.
Okay, then
No.
that'll be a little more difficult. Can we get you for a week?
Yeah, you can get me for a week. Hell,
Okay. That'd be kinda awesome.
I am very mercenary. I'll go anywhere.
We'd be
kind of
awesome if I get it paid and do that, and we'll do a Patreon page for.
I'd love to see
a
Sandy come.
We'll do some
but-
cruises and wherever you want to see us. I actually like to do a show from a blimp.
Oh, there you go.
I like to do it from
That's
a
pretty
blimp.
awesome.
Yep. From McMurdo Arctic Ice Station.
Ooh.
How about that?
Dude, you need 1,000 hand warmers to get me to go down there.
Listen, I'll do it and I'll support. I'll get you on Skype and do it. I'm a man of the North. I am. I can trust.
I am a man who raced motorcycles for 30 years and has a lot of broken shit. If it's less than 60 degrees, I am really not moving.
I know. I used to run. I used to run in the cold and all that stuff, and I'm really good at laying on a cold ground and stuff like that. It's weird. It takes me a while to warm up and stuff like that, but that's what I do. But we're gonna do it. So check us out, Keys Bartender on Patreon. You can become a Prime sponsor. I'm going to set up different levels and things like that. We're relatively new on that as of today, actually. So I got to figure this out. I'm going to probably ask
Always
Henry's
a
sister
surprise.
probably to look at it for me and figure this out. But I mean, I think this is the way to go with this, and we will eventually probably petition for topics.
There you go.
And if you want to, you'll be able to subscribe for topics. And I will
Throw
approach your
up a few
topics to give
bucks
you
and we'll
at
talk
least
about what you
15
want to talk about.
15 minutes. I will give you 15 minutes of your topic, any topic there is.
If you get a good topic, it might even run over because we're like herding cats when it's getting everybody back on topic.
If it's a big topic, I can guarantee you it will be. But I mean, a minimum of 15, any topic I can do. I will research it and do it.
There you go.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Hanukkah.
Henry, thanks for coming on.
Thank you
Always
for
a
having
pleasure.
me.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah.
We always
I
appreciate
did
you.
want to make an announcement.
Oh, let's hear the announcement.
Okay.
So,
what you got?
as we discussed in Rotary this morning, and I think this is official, if there's any runners out there listening, we are the new management company for the Key Largo Bridge Run.
Oh, there you go.
So Look forward
You guys
to
are
upcoming
doing,
dates.
The bridge run, the 5K, and the half marathon.
Yep. Well, we don't know yet. We're
Okay.
still deciding on
And they're still
distance.
waiting on the
That's
date.
fine.
And we're still waiting on the date, but
I
it is very
didn't
soon
mention
to
it because
come.
you didn't have the date.
Yeah.
But it will be coming, and we
good.
will be start spreading a word to your friends that are runners. This is the place to come and run.
It's a gorgeous
and
run
when
over
as
the
long as I did,
Jewfish
I
Creek Bridge.
ran. How does Forrest Gump do it?
I
When I
ran.
started, I ran.
All right.
That boy's a running fool.
Make a vacation
Holy
out of it.
shit! How long? We're almost an hour there, buddy.
Yeah. It's over the Jewfish Creek Bridge. It's a
Back and
gorgeous
forth,
view.
forth and back.
One of the nicest runs that you could ask for. So
You can say Jewfish because he's part Jewish.
you can say Jewfish because the damn thing's named Jewfish Creek.
It was named though. It was anti-Semitic because of this fish was eating everything.
Whatever.
Okay,
It's a Jewfish.
okay. Well,
Same
the
thing as
Bill
a
is
dolphin's
Jewish.
a damn
The Bill is
dolphin.
Jewish, so he said that. I disagree with the name, but it's all right. And this is Jim the Keys bartender with.
Bill, thank you very much. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. We all appreciate you coming on and listening to us.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you, Henry. We do all appreciate it. Thank you very much.